Here's Linda sharing God's heart.
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me as we continue to look at the next 3 verses of Psalm 147. Whilst reading this portion, it reminded me of Psalm 24 verse 1, which says,
"The earth is the Lord's, and all its fullness, the world and those who dwell therein."
Let's listen to verses 16, 17 and 18.
He gives snow like wool, he scatters the frost like ashes, he casts out his hail like morsels. Who can stand before his cold? He sends out his word and melts them, he causes his wind to blow, and the waters flow.
A short but very comforting word is mentioned 4 times here. These verses speak about his hail, his cold, his word, and his wind. This is good news. Hail, cold, and wind are all his. And then there are 3 similar verses in Job chapter 37 verse 6, 10, and 11.
For he says to the snow, "Fall on the earth," likewise to the gentle rain and the heavy rain of his strength. By the breath of God ice is given, and the broad waters are frozen. Also with moisture he saturates the thick clouds, he scatters his bright clouds.
These 6 verses from Psalm 147 and Job 37 are filled with weather-related concepts. 2 things stand out here. Firstly, so much of what we rely on for our lives to run smoothly is planned by our loving Heavenly Father. And secondly, the Lord uses his mouth to maintain our earth. He either speaks to or commands or breathes on various weather components that affect our everyday lives. Here we see that words that come from his mouth melt snow, frost, wind, and cold. He causes wind, which is another word for breath, to blow. He speaks to snow, to gentle rain, and to heavy rain to fall on the earth, by the breath of God which comes from his mouth. Ice is given, broad waters are frozen, thick clouds are saturated with moisture, and bright clouds are scattered. And then we also see that he gives snow like wool. He scatters frost like ashes. He casts out his hail like morsels or crumbs. And he knows that no one can stand when hail pelts down on the earth.
The weather is his, and so are the seasons, which God instituted at the beginning of the earth's creation in Genesis chapter 1 verses 14 and 15.
Then God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth." And it was so.
And I believe God's heart for us is,
Every breath you breathe comes from me, my dearest child. I am your breath and your sustainer of life. Have you noticed how hands-on I am in ruling this mighty universe? I am big enough to take care of maintaining this world, and yet small enough to take care of the sparrow and wipe every tear from your eye. Please do not be tricked into thinking that I cannot take care of you every moment of every day.